show you an example of how we can design templates that work the way the user does instead of the way that typical budgeting systems work. So let me just open up this page and let me show you first of all here. So travel expenses. If you're thinking about travel expenses in the traditional sense, then you're thinking about the line item called air, the line item called hotel, and the periods that you're going to put dollar amounts in, and you're putting them in. But chances are that's not how the people budgeting for these things are thinking, because travel expenses could well be related to, I don't know, maybe events. So what we have with TrueSky is we have the ability to turn this around and show it in a number of different ways to help people, again, with their budget entry. So we could be looking at it like this, with a line item detail template where my line items are actually displaying on my rows, and I can add a new one, just like that. We could be looking at it from the point of view of pivoted line item detail, which says that I'm actually thinking about it by event, and then the expenses within each event are repeating. So we have the ability to create, and now I can add a new one like that, and this can be a new event. So I do have the ability to think about how I build my templates in a number of different ways in order to make it easier for people to put their information in and to get through their budget process as painlessly as possible. Couple more examples I wanted to show you quickly, because everything's been financial so far. We are of course able to support capital asset models and compensation models. So here's an example of a capital asset model. If I just pull this back, and what I'm doing in this template is I'm actually adding my new asset acquisitions, and I'm adding them and the period they're going to start depreciating in and doing calculations on those. The other one I wanted to show you then was my compensation model. So we also support, of course, compensation models. So here's an example of my compensation model where I'm adding employee names, employee positions, calculating start and end dates, working out salary costs, both expanded and contracted views of that, calculating out their benefits, calculating out their insurance payments, any other things you might have, and then adding it all up together at the end so that I can finally display it in a financial fashion and relate this back to a general ledger entry as well. So support all the different types of budget modeling, balance sheet modeling, P&L modeling, capital assets, compensation, anything at all supported in TrueSky.